Whether it's putting up a Christmas tree or singing carols, many families have traditions during the holidays.
It's also a good time to start a tradition of cooking with your children, no matter their age. 918 Moms reporter Carrie Netherton shows us how to make cooking with your kids a positive experience.
Shaking, pounding, measuring. It may look like any other cooking class, except the students are kids. Although she may look intense while cooking, 9-year-old Katie Chastain says the kitchen is her happy place.
Sometimes there's times where I just want to run around the house, and when I cook, it just makes me feel more relaxed.
Katie is learning how to make stuffed chicken breasts at Sage Culinary Studio.
I want you to come over here on this side of the table.
Owner and founder Catherine DeCamp says cooking with kids is a great way to get them to try new foods and start traditions.
What you want to do is create positive memories, and no memory is better than a negative memory because these kids are going to remember that.
Chefs here say that kids of all ages can be in the kitchen with their parents. The younger kids can do things like season the meat, while the older kids can do more advanced techniques like cutting. It's important for parents to remember it's okay to protect your kids, but try not to hover.
Let them have some freedom. Let them do the chopping. From ages 5 up, we use the real knives. We don't use plastic knives or pizza cutters.
What people tend to do when they cut themselves is they're not cutting straight, they're cutting up towards their hand.
The chefs teach the kids the correct way to use sharp objects.
Did I do this right?
It looks a little rolled funny, but it'll turn out fine.
DeCamp says the end result doesn't have to be perfect. Keep art in mind.
Just like you wouldn't grab a child's paintbrush and redo artwork that they've done, you should never take their food creation and recreate it to make it to your liking.
And one more line. Yep.
Katie is making art by drawing in her flour. She also now makes desserts for her family, something that could become her new tradition.
It makes me feel good.
For 918moms.com, Carrie Netherton, News on 6.
Though I might say toast, Catherine DeCamp says the easiest recipe to cook with your children is a pecan pie. Sage Culinary Studio has classes for kids, and there are 2 locations and classes every day. You can find a list plus a recipe for that pecan pie by going to 918moms.com. By the way, 918 Moms is owned by our parent company, Griffin Communications.